Welcome to another episode of Dirty Talk Vegas, where we talk to the bold,
Stories unfold,
from the young to the old.
and nothing's off limits to be told.
All right, with that being said, I'm Essie, aka Tornado Head, because I keep your head spinning.
And I'm your girl Carlucci. I'm gonna always keep it Gucci. You can talk to me about your coochie or whatever else you have on your mind. What's good, Essie?
Yay! So what's good is it's Sagittarius season.
Oh my goodness, it's Sag
Save the
season.
best for the last of the zodiacs, and I know my girl Carlucci's gonna hit us with a little bit of horoscope later on, telling us how blessed
Of
we are,
course,
how much.
of course.
So,
I mean, we have a lot of good things to talk about for Sag season, but I'm gonna save that for the end of the show because I want to end it on a high note for you guys. Before we get into all that, though, there's a lot of things that's been going on in the news. There's a lot of things that's been going on in the world. I want to talk about some crazy things that I saw the other day that happened in good LV Sin City.
Say that one more time because you're like freezing up a little bit. You over there, because first of all, tell the people where you're at. We're having a hard time because she's somewhere else. Bougie.
Well, this week we are broadcasting from Hawaii, and I want to give a shout out to Maui Brewing Co. because they've been hooking me up with some Burskies, and I've been drinking them. They're amazing. I'm a little buzzed, so I'm broadcasting this week from Hawaii. I am on Oahu, and I am near Honolulu and Waikiki Beach, so I'm loving life. This backdrop was what I woke up to this morning when I went on my walk. So
she's still decked out in her bathing suit, as y'all can see. She's been out and about. Ooh, I love it.
I had to get my little tan on. I was already losing my summer color that I had worked so diligently to get golden brown, and then I was getting a little yellow again.
I stay on the Ivory Coast here, so let me rephrase that. I stay on the Olive Coast. I'm on the olive side of the color. All right. It's winter over here. That's what's up. And I'm sipping on organic Rockstar. Ooh, to get your day or night going. This is the ultimate rock star for the rock stars. Yeah, I feel me.
I love that. Get your energy in, all natural too for that rock star energy. I love that they use the real cane sugar instead of that processed refined stuff. So
like what 4 ingredients in the whole thing. So I mean, even if I am drinking one that's bad, at least it's not like 10, 11, 12 bad ingredients all in there. So yeah.
Right. So I mean, speaking of bad ingredients, let's just get this one out the way. So I want to talk to you about this one because I love little Chrissy Ann Rock, which is Blueface's girlfriend. Yeah. I always talk about her, my little toothless little cutie. Blueface might go to prison, bruh. Have you heard about this?
Yes, I did. I heard about it as soon as the story broke. I heard about it because I'm here in Las Vegas, and of course he got arrested out here. They were like chilling at Lolo's of all places. Lolo's, okay. Now some people like Lolo's. I haven't even tried Lolo's, so let me not talk. But I've just not heard too many great things about Lolo's from people from the South. So I mean, if you're from the South, I mean, you pretty much know what cooking's supposed to taste like. But anyways. Beside the point, they were out sitting outside and Vegas police is so dirty. I mean, they are so dirty,
super grimy. Like, LVPD, y'all grimy.
Yeah, the way they go about things is just ridiculous. So they're sitting there on the bench, not even posing a threat. And they get bomb rushed, and like Blueface gets choked. Like the dude came up to him and was like, against the, against the wall. It was pretty bad. Like he like slammed him up against the wall, and the guy was not even big. Like Blueface could easily fucked him up, but being Blueface probably didn't know what was going on, and Chrissy, she was just as confused. So they were just like what's going on? But they arrested him right then and there on the spot and took him in, I guess, for attempted murder, which I did not even hear about. I didn't even know he was trying to kill.
So what happened? So what did he get charged for? That's what I'm trying to find out.
Attempted murder. So apparently it must have been in LA. He was in another city, I know that. And
okay.
Argument got heated and shots were fired, and supposedly he was the one who shot.
Yikes.
So that's where the attempted murder comes in, and it was more so of a flaunt your gun type of thing. But what people don't realize, the minute you flaunt your gun and you put it in the air and you aim it, that's attempted murder on whoever is in that vicinity. So yeah.
Oh shit.
Like, yeah, we understand you got a gun, but you can't just be waving it like, yeah, I got it. Like, no, that's not how it works. So
yikes.
Unfortunately, he could be the example, I mean,
they love to make examples.
And my thing is, this is the twist and plot of it all. The catch-22 of it all is it's a much needed separation from these two. So maybe this will, the solitude of her not being around him, maybe help her, make her own moves and not be so dependent on him, or it could turn and change and, she could like totally be there for him, and he, changes the way he.
Well, you think it's going to change the way they interact? I don't know. It says that Blueface and Christian Rock were partying hard in Phoenix days after the attempted murder arrest. It says Blueface and Christian Rock aren't sweating his arrest for attempted murder because they partied their faces off last weekend. This is according to TMZ. It says the rapper couple attended two different events over in Phoenix, one on November 18th and one on November 19th. That the first one was hosted by CR. I don't know what the fuck CR is, at a club called Monarch. Oh, CR, Christiane Rock. I'm stupid. And then she brought her boyfriend, BF, Blueface. The second was called True Ultra Lounge. So like apparently they still made their club appearances, you feel me? So I don't even know if they care if they get the book thrown at them, so to speak. It seems like and they were like just going off. Like when I tell you they were going off, let me see here if it'll let me play the little clip of how it was going down. Let's see.
What's love got to do with it?
All right, so let's see if I can show it.
Magic, she disappeared, y'all. You see that magic trick?
I was trying to share my screen, but it won't let me share the screen. Let me see.
I know. I think only
I hate when I have techno. Oh, I think that is what it is. Only you can share the screen. Well, anyways, in my ways, I pulled up the video, and if you guys want to see it too, you can go on TMZ, check it out. Shouts out to TMZ for always getting the scoop for me, because I always want to know what's going on with Christiane Rock. So I appreciate that. She looks super cute. She has on some black leather pants and like a little red jacket. She's over there grooving. Blueface is just letting her grind on his lap. So they appear to be having a great time. So I don't know what's going on with them, but it doesn't seem like they're taking it seriously. And I feel like this would have been a great time for them to have some separation, some clarity, but looks like they're just back at their old tricks.
Crazy. Well, it is what it is. I mean, all I can say is that I wish and hope and pray for the best for them, because I mean, that is all you can do. I mean, she's young and he's young, and it's just a learning process, and that's what a lot of people don't understand as well. Like every time you date somebody, it's a learning process. I've said this many times on the show. Like this is her first learning process, and that's just something she has to go through to build the stronger, Chrissy that she is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to each their own.
I guess so. We'll keep an eye on that. I guess you keep me updated on Blueface. I'll keep you updated on Chrissy Ann.
Yeah, I believe they also in the news sentenced the lady that we talked about on the show a while back that cut up her dude's like all his parts. Remember, and she put it in a crock pot. She had it in like a Lunchmate and had like put it in the car, and the police had found it. And it was just like in the house, it was like dismembered stuff all over the place. Well, I was reading the story on her, and she she was basically saying that they were asking her like why she didn't like cover the rest of the stuff, and she said she was just like in a hurry. She didn't have time, and she got tired after sawing off like all of the stuff. But she is being held for first degree. She was supposed to be sentenced in October, so I'm not sure. October 24th is when they started the trial. So we got to check back and see what sentence did she get, because that story was freaking crazy. What was her name? Taylor Shabusiness. How do you get a name like that? Shabusiness. Okay. But
okay.
You just have, I mean, apparently though, he was like kind of like forcing her to have sex sometimes when she didn't want to, or some shit like that. And this is why she decided to do it. But she used a bread.
Ladies, don't let them get you to that point. If you can't learn to love them, you should leave them.
The woman is crazy. That's her though, right there. But yeah, we gotta check back into that. Oh, so Black Friday just passed as well. I got a brand new toy.
Essie on Amazon. Essie the Amazon on Amazon.
What do you think it is, boys?
Oh my goodness. I don't know. It looks like it either could be like a lipstick or maybe a vibrator, a toothbrush.
What kind of vibrator? So I'm gonna open it up.
Okay, open it up. Let me see. What the hell?
Like, you thought I bought a fancy flashlight? That's just the trick part, to make you think it's just a flashlight. It's
okay.
Really
oh shit! I don't want that kind of buzz.
Put that on your pussy.
I don't want my pussy was none parts of that.
For those that like big dick though, hey, this might do it.
Hey, maybe she could have had one of those things instead of chopping up homeboy.
Ooh, put it on his dick, on his skin. I bet you that shit will wake up any erectile dysfunction.
I bet you he won't be trying to fuck you when you don't want to fuck no more.
That part, back up. It's going on your balls, motherfucker. So yeah, I got that during the Black Friday sale. So, anybody want to try me?
I mean, I definitely think that's great because you could definitely use that for self-defense. It makes me wish that more women had them, including the sad story that we talked about last week about Shaquilla Robinson. I don't want to go too much in depth from that because it makes me super sad. But there is an update on that story as well. This week, Mexican authorities said that they're going to go ahead and pursue a case against one of the Americans that are suspected in killing Shaquilla at the luxury resort down in Mexico. They wanted to extradite the woman so that she could face charges. So there's a potential legal limbo as the prosecutors go through their thing, but we do have an extradition treaty with Mexico. So if Mexico is like, boobity boom boom, here are the facts, we know this bitch did it, send her back, then that's exactly what the United States will do. So homegirl, I feel like your little time is numbered. And I feel like as soon as they get you, you're going to start talking about everybody else and everything else. So all y'all are about to fall real quick. And that's pretty much what I have to say about that for his dump style. What else you got for me, Essie?
Rest in peace. That's all I can
Rest in peace, baby girl.
Trying to think of the other story I had about the guy. It was about this guy. Oh my God. I can't remember, but
it's okay. Well, while you're thinking about that, you made me think about men, and men, they make me think about erections, and erections make me think about eruptions. And speaking of eruptions, I am in Hawaii and on the large island, not on this island, thank goodness, but on the big island of Hawaii, there is a volcano, two volcanoes actually erupting right now.
Oh, that is probably something to see, right?
It's definitely crazy. So, the one volcano is called what's it called, Mauna Loa, and it has not erupted for since 1984. And then at the same time there was another smaller volcano that also erupted called Kilauea. Excuse me if I butchered that. Don't come for me, Hawaiians.
One more time.
Okay? I don't be trying to tell y'all how to say arroz con gandules, okay? I don't be trying to tell y'all how to say nothing that we be saying, so don't come for me. I try to
but say that one more time for us. Say it one more time because you actually froze right when you were saying it, so it was like
it was probably saving me. It was probably like, this bitch is gonna fuck it up. So we're just gonna naturally bleep it out. Okay. So the first name of the volcano is Mauna Loa. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that one right. Probably not. Some Hawaiian somewhere is gonna be like, it's Mauna Loa. Okay, anyways. And
right.
The other volcano that is erupting right now is Kilauea, something like that. Kilauea or something like that.
Okay.
So there's two volcanoes erupting right now at the same time, which is super rare. Like I said, one of the volcanoes has not erupted since 1984, and so there's a lot of things going on in the world. There's a lot of rumblings.
That makes me think that like volcanoes have to be feminine energy because, you know, if that was a male, you know, volcano, it would have erupted at least 10, 15 times already. A feminine volcano. It hasn't been since 84. Like, that's how us women are. Like, we don't need the shit every day. We don't need to erupt every day. Some of us, I should say. I go like, hey, I don't need to erupt every day. Like, but I get it. It's funny. I just thought that as soon as you said that, I was like, oh, that's definitely a female volcano.
First time in 38 years. I feel like, yeah, she was Gucci. She was chilling.
I'm surprised it was a calm volcano. I'm surprised you're not having to flee the island by now.
So, something that's pretty cool about most of the time when Hawaii has one of their volcanoes erupt is that there's different types of lava and different types of eruptions. So the type that they have here is usually ground flow lava, and so that means that they are definitely affected by like the ash, and the lava does overtake things and sometimes like ruins properties and whatever, but most of the time they're able to evacuate so that no human life is lost. So there's that.
Okay. I remember, okay, now what I was going to talk about with you.
What were we going to talk about?
The Kansas City police. This is a pretty crazy story. So there was a serial killer on the loose in Kansas City, and the community had been saying for a while now that Black women were coming up missing. Well, one of the Black women escaped. She barely escaped with her life. She ran to the closest house. As soon as she escaped, she had tape around her neck and tape around her wrist. He had been beating her, whipping her, raping her for like some time now. He had killed 2 of her friends already. She was scared to death. And when she ran to the neighbor's house or the next person's house or whatever, they said they were going to call the police or whatnot. It was another lady. And she just was like telling her that, like, don't call the police because he'll kill both of us. Like, that's how much he had scared her. And that she had been gone for a while. I want to say weeks. So it's just a miracle that she escaped, a miracle that he got caught. So Kansas City police is now being investigated because of them ignoring the fact that so many people in the community have been telling them for some time they think there might be a serial killer and that Black women were coming up missing. So We pray for those families that they get the justice they deserve. Um, the man is no joke.
Oh my goodness, I cannot.
Yeah.
So that is horrible. And I hate that our last two stories are kind of sad, because the last one that I had for you guys today is about there was a guy from Virginia, and he was originally a Virginia police officer, okay? And he catfished this little teenage girl in Riverside, California. His name is Austin Lee Edwards. He's 28. He's from North Chesterfield, Virginia. And they said that basically he had been talking to the teen online. He catfished her, send her different pictures, like deceiving her, making her think that he was one person when he's in all reality, he's a 28-year-old weirdo man, and she's just a little teenager, 14, 15 years old. Okay. They didn't actually even release her age. I'm guessing she's under 15 because that's kind of what they do,
Right.
right. So basically he goes on or whatever. Somehow he was able to get the address of the victim, and he came over to the house. He got the young female. He grabbed her, took her outside, set the house on fire with the mom, the grandma, and the grandpa inside, set the house on fire. And then took her and tried to get away with her. And then basically, yes, the only reason why they were able to recover her safely was because one of her neighbors saw her kicking and screaming and fighting to get away from Edwards. And yeah, so during their preliminary investigation, police have determined that he developed an online relationship with the teen, obtained her personal information, and then he traveled from Virginia over to Riverside, where he parked his vehicle in a neighbor's driveway, walked into the teen's home, killed the grandfather, the grandmother, and the mother before walking back to the vehicle with the teen and leaving their house burning. Several hours after the bodies were found, they actually spotted him driving with the little girl somewhere in San Bernardino. And so they had this big old gunfight. He shot himself, and that's how they got the little girl back. Yeah. So just, can you imagine her trauma? Like, she thinks she's talking to some cute little 15-year-old boy someplace, but it's really this almost 30-year-old man who's an ex-police officer, travels from Virginia, comes out to California, kills all of her family and kidnaps her, and then has a shootout with the police on the freeway, ends up killing himself, and then that's how you get rescued from the popo.
And I, at the end of the day, was all that worth it? Like, was your life worth, like,
Was it?
Little girl and going through all this? Like, what, were you already on a suicide mission? Like, you just didn't give a fuck? I don't understand.
I don't understand.
Oh, she's traumatized for life. Like, can you imagine going online and trying to date again? Like, after that happens, like,
can never happen again.
My trust would be shot. Like, it's already hard enough trusting people to say who they are online. I can't imagine. She's in for a long haul of needing therapy and all that. Crazy shit.
And can you imagine, like, the guilt that she's gonna have? Not that she should have it, I just know that it's gonna be inevitable. That, like, it was her fault because she was talking to this dude online, and then he shows up and kills excuse me, the mom, the dad, and the grandma. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's crazy shit. Oh,
yeah,
all those families going through it. If you're going through it, condolences sending out. We have lost quite a couple of people in this past week. I've just been seeing online too. So I mean, it's kind of been a sad somber type of
vibe the last couple weeks.
This month period. So I mean, last month and whatnot. So I'm glad to be getting 2023 on the road and on like the show on the road type of deal.
Right.
Have a guest waiting to come in. Are you ready to bring our guest in at all?
I mean, yeah, I absolutely am. Let's do it.
All right, because I am like so for talking about dating. As you know, I'm still dating. So I can't wait to talk to our guest, Truth, who is going to tell us a little bit about his dating experiences and whatnot.
All right. Well, I would definitely want to hear from Truth. Let me see here. So Truth has a long distance relationship that he's been in now for a while. We're going to talk to him about long distance dating and what that's all like and all of that kind of good stuff. So Truth, can you hear us?
Yeah.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Awesome. So, okay, Truth is keeping his identity under wraps. So, therefore, you guys will not be seeing him. You'll only get to see his silhouette.
It's giving main character energy.
Right? I feel like we should be playing the Unsolved Mysteries music right now. But no, we wanted to talk to you a little bit about dating, and I have a few questions for you at the end too, as far as some of the things that I've heard men say that would help them in the dating game. So, Carlucci, do you want to start this one off? You're a little more familiar with the story than I am.
So, I mean, in our last story, we heard like a really sad thing about like what could happen if somebody's catfishing you and like maybe they're long distance and like whatever else. So I don't know, like that totally sucks. I don't understand how that all works, because for me, I have to have that connection. So Truth, how does that work?
Yeah, me too. Definitely.
For you, like if you have like a long distance relationship, how do you get out all that love and passion
I was
that you
lucky
have,
enough first off to meet the person that I'm in a relationship with before or in real life, not through anything online. But,
IRL.
Yes, IRL. Every way that we communicate normally, because she travels a lot, is through any type of social media device. So Zoom, cell phone calls, any type of just texting. Those are the ways that we communicate. And when it comes to the love making, when it comes to the intimacy, for me, I feel that being able to have the time on the social media aspect or through telephone calls and video, we get to discuss each other more than being caught up in the moment where you have outside noises or just different influences there. We're able to focus on what each other are saying a lot more. And when it comes to the physical intimacy, I personally know people that are in relationships that live with each other that go longer without being intimate than we do. I just seen her recently. She was gone for about 4.5 months. So we were intimate before she left. We were intimate when she come back. But there is a few times in between. But once again, we do all the normal intimacy through social media apps that others do if they're comfortable with, sexting, quote unquote.
So lots of dick pics.
And tit pics too. We can't leave her out,
I call those vag flash.
There we go. But also
vag flash and dick pics.
And for it to be the independent factor of us being able to rely upon ourselves, it's the healthiest relationship that I've been able to be in, because she in particular is a boondocker. I don't know if you know what that means, but she gave up most of her worldly possessions and condensed down into an RV. And her recent trip was about 10,000 miles in 19 different states. So she just drives around enjoying life, taking it slow and easy and figuring out where she wants to go. So to hear
Hold your crown up, Essie. Hold your crown up. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Just to hear the adventure that she goes through, because there's always good and bad days, and for the perseverance of the things. Like for me, I live the easy life, but for her on the road and stuff breaks and she's going out there by herself. So for me to be a cheerleader and be able to cheer her on emotionally, and for her herself still to be able to persevere in each one of these little circumstances, I think that builds a healthy and strong relationship.
Sure. So, I mean, you can also like masturbate on Zoom and stuff like that, or
No, that's what I mean. We do all of the above. All of the above that's normal in a relationship where people see each other, we do. So yes, exactly. Road, having fun while she's driving on the road. You know what I mean? There's
like this. You like, I'm
multiple
going
different things.
to when I
Looking like a lollipop. Do it, Essie.
love it. Okay, so I mean, hey, you can role play like, hey, honey, I haven't seen you in a while, but if only
Oh, and
we're here.
the scenery is real and it's best because there's plenty of places where she's gone and it's just nature outside. So we get to have fun multiple different ways. It's definitely X-rated on most of the tips. So and on her aspect, to be out there in nature and be free and completely in the nude and to have fun like that, I think that and I love to watch, so for me to have my voyeurism on that end, like I love it. Once again, to each their own, but I think that when we see each other, it brings more intensity and passion into the relationship.
Sure.
And it keeps it exciting because once again, she went 19 different states. So I got to see her naked in 19 different states. You know what I mean? Why not?
Who can say they see you naked in 19 states? Oh.
From the snow in North Dakota all the way down to the Missouri River in Kansas.
So she got naked in the snow?
In the snow.
Oh,
you got to do it. Well, I don't know what they call boob angels or snow angels, but
What's her ethnicity? Just kidding. Oh my God, how many people gonna do that? But okay. Wow. Naked in the snow. So you guys ever
I think Essie was insinuating that she must not be of tropical descent.
that word?
She might be like, Frozen or something. She likes the snow.
Impersonating Frozen. Hey,
so
sexy. So does she like throw snow on her pussy?
I would have to say we haven't done that yet, but there's definitely,
So that actually would be super hot because like my brain just imagined like, the snow going on the pussy and it's like snow and then like it melts and it's all wet and like pussy's like all dripping. Like,
oh wait, this is long distance. So you just
sorry, we can't do that. So I mean that would be my main thing. It's like I feel what you're saying, like, okay, that might be like cool, like you get to see her naked in like 19 different states, yada yada, but wouldn't you rather be there and like wake up with her in the 19 different states and like go to the 19 different states? Like what is the appeal of like having your person
this is the thing
being
right
gone?
Right now, I look at relationships in long term. Right now, we're both enjoying our independence, and that's what it is more than anything. So I plan on traveling through 19 states, probably all 50 states with her when we're, years down the road. But for now, the healthiest part for us to do is her to figure out where she wants to go. And, I've figured that out. So for myself, what I want to do in the long run. So we will be together and we will be traveling and doing those things. But
I love it. So I guess the hard part for me would be like keeping my attention for that long, I guess, because
well, I also live in a rural area, so it's not like I can go downtown to the club and meet somebody new.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. Like if you're in an area that, yeah, because I know a lot of people that are in those kind of areas and they just feel like there's nothing to do, nowhere to go. They can't meet anybody. So what you're suggesting is that, try long distance. It is exciting and you can travel and see the person. I mean, how often do you guys like physically?
This is the longest she was away, which is 4.5 months. So she normally goes out for a couple months, comes back. So it's normally two 3 months. And like I said,
so a couple months, you mean like 60 days stretches at a time?
Pardon me?
When you say a couple months, you mean like 60-day stretches at a time?
Yeah, that is what I mean.
That's what's up. I love it.
Again, that's the physical intimacy. There's multiple different types of intimacy. That is just us physically touching each other. But we definitely have intimacy on multiple different levels.
Carlucci thinks that they're dicks, so I can't understand what you're saying.
I'm not trying to preach it for everyone. This is definitely what works for me. And if it's for anybody that's out there that is thinking of it, it works for them too, because no one understands it. First off, when I go to places and I'm with my family and they're like, "Where's your chick?" They legit, without a doubt, think she's like a made up imaginary person. You know what I mean? They've met her multiple times. I just mean the amount of time that we're together, they definitely question like, what the heck, physically, because normal people need to be up under each other constantly. But I definitely would love to bring it into the normal aspect of people knowing that even if you do care about somebody and want to be with them, that you physically do not need to be up under them. Like, I know without a doubt, she knows me emotionally and mentally more than most of the women I've dated, because we've been able to share that without a lot of distractions. If that makes sense. And I mean physical distractions in the real world. You know, I've been able to listen to her, she's been able to listen to me. Fights are way less because we can just hang up on each other and call it a day. You know what I mean?
Oh no, you won't.
Yikes. I mean, that's actually one of the things. So I mean, I imagine there's lots of challenges when it comes to online dating, but you know, the Carlucci in me told me that I should figure it out. So this chick, Pranjuli Samai, I'm probably butchering her name. I don't know. I'm not even going to say what I was going to say. She wrote an article and she talks about the 10 challenges that you'll have to deal with in a long distance relationship. And actually the first one that she said was conflicts. You know, conflicts are a part of every relationship, but when you add distance into the mix, you know, it can either make the heart grow fonder or make the eyes wander. So, yeah, for you, when you guys do have those fights in your long distance, are you open or are you guys closed? Like,
on the same page. Like, it's just a gut feeling. And I know that they say that when it comes to cheating, that whenever you have that feeling, you're correct 80% of the time. So I'm assuming it's the same way when you know somebody isn't cheating. And that's just how I feel. Of course, there's, once again, that's another thing that comes along with the relationship, is that much trust in each other, that this is what we choose and it's gonna be okay. And for me, the amount of, because it's been about 1.5 years now. And you know, we get to spend months here or there together, and then she's gone for a couple months. But to me, it's the emotionally the best relationship I've had in a really long time.
That's awesome. I commend you on that, because that is not something that's easy to do. I tried it when I was younger. It worked. I even tried it not too long ago. I can't say not too long ago. It was a little while ago. I dated somebody who worked in Alaska, and I, only saw him, like, he would be gone 3 months and then would come back in a month. But it was hard. But yeah, it was hard. It was hard. It's not for everybody, but if you can withstand the rain, I say go for it. At least try, especially if you're in a rural city or somewhere that you just don't have access to meeting people. Go online, try the long distance thing. I'm all for it. I applaud you, Truth. That's amazing.
And thank you. And really, and the last thing is, I don't have one, but they have haptic suits now that legit, you could definitely be intimate on 100% physical level. They are vibrator whole body suits for females and males that you will sense every touch of the person on the other.
What? Oh, we need to do some research.
I don't have enough money to spend money on those, but 100% you can buy a suit, and whatever moves I do on this end, you feel on that end, and vice versa.
Ooh,
right?
Some of that. Yes. And
all right. Well, I guess that's the way to do it.
Spiritual sex. Have you had spiritual sex or know about spiritual sex?
That is the best kind. Well, I'm lucid dreamer. I don't know if you know what that means, but I ride the spiritual highway plenty of times, and that's another connection that we have together as well. So it's like we can definitely connect on the spiritual field and the plane as well in the physical. So that's one of the reasons this relationship is better as well.
I love it when I can make a man come and I'm nowhere near him.
Heard that? Hey, don't trip. I've gotten calls like, oh my God, what you do?
Okay.
Well, I mean, I guess there you have it. The
Yes.
vote's in, and I guess they're all for the long distance relationships. So
So I have a question
is
for.
that
Yeah,
is
we
that
have
what
some
all the
questions.
cool kids are doing?
I have a question though. Is so some of the gentlemen that are out there dating want to know, do gentlemen let women pay on the first date? So like when you guys do come together, would you allow her to pay for any of the dates?
So I will always allow a woman to pay because feminist power all day. And I've been paying a whole lot in my life for everything. No, I'm joking. Seriously though, first date, it's definitely courteous for the man pay. If the person that's on the other end insists, I'm gonna take it like they're not interested and they're just trying to split it. So there are no, quid pro quos. But as a gentleman, I definitely would choose to pay on a first date.
As a gentleman, that's the key word. As a gentleman, we understand that you men have been paying for dates a long time, but I feel like it's like opening the doors. I mean, y'all been opening the doors for a long time. You want to start opening the doors too?
No, I hear you.
I mean, if you like me, I need you to show me that. It can't be meet me halfway, because I can meet anybody halfway. If
So-
I'm supposed to be special, I'm
This
gonna
is the
go the
only thing that I have
whole
to
way.
say on that subject is men can physically show women how interested we are. As men, we need to hear it from y'all. So that's the thing. We pay, we open up the door, all nice and gravy. You understand that from us. But for what we need from you is for you to verbally say nice things back to us. Thank you for paying for dinner. Like it's very small things that need to
Who
do
is
for us
not
to
saying
feel good.
thank
You
you?
know what I mean? Well, in most, however way you would like to bless the thank you.
Look, you're rude. Say thank
That's
you.
it.
You bitches out there, hella rude. You just like eating and then dipping. Like, goddamn, say thank you. Open the door and say thank you. I mean, that's common sense. I'm sorry. You even have to say that.
At least can I get a rubber dub dub? Thanks for the grub.
Yeah. Okay, here's a
Oh,
little tip
shit.
for the women. Here's a little tip for the women when you go out with a man and he takes you out to eat and there's leftovers. I've noticed, because I just do it naturally, but I've noticed that men like when you put the food in the to-go box for them. They think that is just like so sweet. And I'm like,
That's a perfect example. 100% perfect example of what I'm talking about. Legit. Like that goes a long way. That's opening up the door on our end type thing. You know what I mean?
oh, ladies, it's game.
Yes, I agree.
I don't like giving all my
Oh,
game.
so
but I
don't be
tell
like
you about
Carlucci and just take the leftovers. I just take the leftovers.
Yeah.
Not
You
Right
fed me twice.
8 drinks.
Good on you.
I feel like she ain't lying. She'll fuck around and ask you for your leftovers. So I mean, hey, there's different strokes for different folks.
Was you gonna eat that? Was you gonna eat that?
I'm not eating nobody's leftovers if they ain't mine. Thank you very much. Hello.
Oh, I'm eating all the
All right.
leftovers.
Another question for the men, real quick. Do men find it very rude when you meet a woman and the first thing she's talking about is where she would like to go on trips with you?
No, no, honestly, I don't. There's a difference between wanting to spend time with someone and using someone. So if they give the impression of all they want is for me to pay for a vacation, then yeah, that's hella rude. But if once again, it's all about spending that quality time without leading someone on. If there's potential for dating and then dating to turn into something serious, no problem talking about it on the first date. But if you, as a man, if I feel that she's saying it because I have nice shoes and some good cologne on, and we just met in the club 5 minutes ago, and she's trying to just, post on Instagram some, vacation photos, and that's totally it. It's all about sincerity. And we see it and we feel it more than anything. Now, honestly, guys give in a lot because they still think that if they're going to pay for it, it'll be a quid pro quo. But in reality, to give us more strength in the alpha male sense, it's definitely got to give it to him in that aspect as far as it goes on your end.
All right. I like that answer. That's a good answer. So, all right, ladies, fellas, you'll know by the chemistry, not, just a woman with her
Believe me, we know. Once again, I
Wait, I
wasted
have a
plenty of
question.
money
I have a
thinking that
question.
money was going to get me a booty call. And all that, once again, it got me a Carlucci where they were like, thanks for the leftovers and have a good night.
But okay, but I'll still call you the next day because I want you to take me for more leftovers. But the difference is, this is my question. Because I don't really be trying to use people. That's not my MO. I could do for my damn self. I could take myself on a nice dinner if I wanted to. But besides the point, when guys do things, are you guys expecting something back? Like whether it's in a long distance relationship or whether it's like homeboy down the street. So like,
right?
for example, if a girl tells you like, hey, like, oh, this totally sucks today. I my brake light came on. And then you're like, oh, bet I'm gonna help you get your brakes fixed. And like, a person like me that's maybe like kind of I'm not very suspecting, I don't suspect people like, oh, they got a motive. I'm like, oh, damn, that's just nice. Like he just wanted to do something nice for me. But then all my friends are like, nah, Carlucci, it's because he likes you. It's because he likes you. So truth, what is it? Do you guys do things with a motive behind it? Like, because when I do nice things for somebody, I just really am
doing
being
things
nice.
for a motive and then also doing things to show how good of a partner you would be. So that's what you have to do. So if somebody's doing those things and that's trying to show that they got back and that they'd be a good partner and what you need, they're going to help you get it done. You know what I mean? So if there's somebody that is that's it right there. You'll know. And once again, just like guys know, if you're going to take her on a vacation, is she just going to post Instagram pictures or does she really like you? Same thing. You see that no one random man is going to go get a friend. I'm not going to go fix my friend's brakes, especially if she's out dating and has somebody else that she knows can get her brakes fixed too. That's not going to happen. But if I want to show her that I'm a good catch and that there could be something long term, then yes, I would go and do that. And that's specifically because I want her to know that I have her back.
I end up paying them. So even if a guy is
like, they ain't getting no booty, but if someone takes your car in,
I'm not very good at giving up booty.
Someone takes your car, and if you say my brake light just came on, and they say, "Hey, boo, I got you. I'm gonna come by tomorrow, swoop it up, take it to the shop." They definitely like.
Oh well, I thought I should pay them.
Yes, because we don't like that, which is perfectly fine. But let's be real. They like you. Let's be real.
I guess so.
So, Essie, did you pay the person? Did you pay the gentleman because you didn't like him back and you didn't want to accept the gift because you felt like it would be using him?
Kind of, because I'm far from anybody assuming I'm a user, and so I'm quick to be like, let me just pay. Let me play.
But if you liked him, if you were pursuing a romantic relationship with him, would you repay him?
I'd still pay him.
Don't pay your boyfriend.
You're like that.
Let me tell you, don't do that. Don't pay your boyfriend.
Don't do that. Because I don't want it to come back on me like, I did this for you, and what did you do? And you know what I mean? Especially if like...
Yes, understood. We've all been there, done that, but trust. You have to trust it.
But for me, that's inevitable because it's like I want to be the princess. So it's like you're gonna end up doing all those things for me because that's what I want you to do. So it's hard because it's like it can be, if people don't know you, then I see how they could like perceive me as like, oh, like she only dates type of person. But it's like that's not true. I end up with that kind of a person because I'm selective and I know I want a certain type of, I want to be treated a certain way, but then I'm also very reciprocal. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, I do want you to buy me all kinds of shit and I'm not going to pay you back. not monetarily, at least.
That comes in the future. If we're together for a while, and then we can do that. Then we'll move.
But that goes into love languages. Some people love languages.
That is true. That I am starting to realize that because I see it more so now than I have ever in my life. Men wanting to give me gifts, and It's always an amazing thing, and it does make a woman feel good. Let me tell you, it's been a minute.
So truth, how do you know what your partner's love languages are when you guys are being like long distance like that? Like, how do you know how to fulfill some of her love languages if you guys are not like together? Because a lot of those require space and opportunity, right? Like human touch.
Communication is key, and that's it. That's like, we really talk about everything. It's like we're in high school. We can spend 2 hours a day either zooming or on the phone and just talking. So it's all about the comfortability level of letting someone into your vulnerability. It's about not being afraid to tell people how you truly feel and what you truly want. And that's really comes down to it. And when you can connect with another person that's not afraid of it, it's a really beautiful thing.
What?
All right. Well, I guess there you have it. I mean, that's beautiful actually. And it kind of does make me see, I guess, some of the appeal in the long distance relationship. I still don't know if I could do it because one of my main love languages is touch. So I need you to love me and touch me and pat me on the back and roll me blunts. But like, I get it. I get how other people could be like, yeah, I don't really need all of that. I just need to be able to like, have that soul to soul connection. So thanks so much for sharing that with us, Truth.
Of course.
Yes, we love it. We love it. I have a few.
Maybe we can have your partner on next time.
Perfect.
Great. A couple things that I wanted to add to guys that are out there that are dating, that I guess these are some things that you don't know not to do. And Carlucci and Truth, you can agree with me or not, just yes or no. We'll keep it real quick and simple because we're going to get out of here. But one of the things that it's not good as a man to tell the females you're talking to that you're lonely.
True.
And bored. True, right?
True.
Yeah, true.
Okay. Another one would be speak up. Don't admire from a distance. Like, speak up and talk to that person.
Facts.
One of my famous lines is, say it with your chest. You can't be an alpha if you don't step up.
Say it with your breast. Oh, okay. That's for the women. And then one thing that I have learned recently that I never thought of, but it is very true, is the more you forgive your parents, the better your love life can be.
Wow.
That is true.
Yeah.
We have to learn to let go. Everybody's love is different, and not everybody is perfect. And I don't think anyone has had perfect parents. And we just have to strive for what is best for us, and letting go is always best.
Real talk. What's best for you, and that's it. Not what's best for the family, not what's best for the community, what's not best for your look, what's not best for your ego, but what's best for your heart and your energy. Get that through your head. That part. Well, we love that you are able to maneuver through distance, and love has no barriers for you in in finding your mate. I commend you, and I wish you all the luck
in
beautiful life, in your distance love life as well.
Thank you, and same to you both.
Thank you. We're gonna stay FN. For those that don't know, go listen to the song. Right now, we don't.
Let's go.
Hey. So yeah, any final closing?
At the red light, twerking on them headlights.
Hey, you can find me at the red lights this month and this month only, because it is Sagittarius season. I will have to turn up for you guys. So if you see me in the streets at the red light twerking on the headlight, don't say nothing. Just let me do what I do. Okay, I'm grown.
Hey.
All right.
Well, I guess that is a great segue, because it actually is Sag season. And you guys know I love to end the show with a little bit of mystic Carlucci and tell you guys what's going on in the world of the horoscope. And so this actually is the transition from Scorpio to Sagittarius. So for this week, for all you unfiltered Sagittarius out there, you guys always have some kind of, affiliation with risk or blurting out something. And today that shit was on code red. Let me tell you, y'all were just ready to just let the words fly. I hope you guys did well at kind of containing it for whatever happened today. I don't know. Today's the 28th. You already swallowed the key. You just gonna say whatever you want, huh? Okay. Well, Mars is going to start activating that little restless retrograde of Gemini. So watch out, because everything's going to align with the repressed Saturn. So if you've been feeling like you have some bolted up energy, some pent up emotions, Sagittarius, you feel like they might just come out at any moment, that's why. Okay. But try and yes, see, Essie's over here buying shock systems and shit.
And that's how I let it go.
But the best way to don't choose violence. Don't choose violence. Move in silence. Don't choose violence. All right. The best way to guard against your outburst or having to use a taser on somebody is just to not let that tension mount in the first place. Right. So even if it's something that you're justifiably upset about or indignant about, take a breath and just breathe, because some of the shit that y'all say, Sagittarius, you can never get it back. And it isn't a matter about who's right and this and that. You know, it is about, you know, making sure that your boundaries are respected and everything, because we know that's important for you, Saggy, but also, come on, it's not that serious. So have your boundaries, make sure you're respected, but also, you know, try not to get yourself so amped up, okay? Because you got Mars over here stoking that red flame inside of you. So let Saturn do its thing and cool you on down. So that's what's pretty much going on for you guys this week. There is going to be a shift. Okay, there's going to be a little shift for you coming up. It's going to provide some maybe relationship stuff going on if you're single. If you already have a partner, you're going to start really taking ownership of your feelings and your actions. Because like I said, you're going to have Mars and Saturn fighting. So it's going to be a lot going on. Don't run away from your partnerships. Keep your little mouths closed. If you have something mean to say, Saggy, don't say it at all. All right. Don't let that crazy energy that you guys have go boiling over. That's what's going on for you guys this week. All right.
That's it. That's all. Good luck, guys. Don't say shit. I tell Saggy don't say shit. All right. You know, we are known for.
Yeah, it said Saggy don't start shit, basically.
I'm with Kanye right now. I'm with Yee. I'm on social quietness right now. Like, I haven't posted to my wall. And let me just tell you the thoughts that have been going through my head of wanting to say shit, but it's just like, nope, do not post the thing. You have 30 days. Like, it's hard for us, but yeah, it is well worth it to keep your mouth shut sometimes and just let your brain think, because a lot has gone through my head, and it's amazing when you don't speak how much your brain talks to you. That part.
And that is why you need to focus. And that's why we should all, regardless of whoever sign and season it is, that's why we should all be meditating, so we can kind of get in control of that monkey mind, get in control of that mind chatter that's going on, and calm yourself, release it, be an observer to our own selves and say like, hey, you, Sagittarius, Carlucci, Essie, Truth, don't talk so much shit.
Right. Learn from Kanye. Push him out. Don't say no.
Yay too. Yeezy, come on. You know you my boy. I be pulling for you, my bro, my guy. Yeezy, chill the fuck out. They already coming for you. Can you just chill? Stop meeting with Donald Trump. Stop saying shit about the Jews. Like, we already fucking know they control the media. Whatever. Who gives a fuck? Nobody cares. Just shut the fuck up.
You care, but you know what? I can't even lie. He has started a movement. He has woke up some sleeping giants. So
but then everybody's saying it's like anti-Semitism. I can't get down with that. My brother-in-law's Jewish. It's like, I'm not down with that. What I don't agree with is like, it's not a sin to call the dead man dead. That's my problem. It's like, they do control the fucking media. Does that have to be a bad thing? Is that a negative thing? Like,
what? Just because I speak on it, am I now anti-Semitic?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the rules are now. Like in this
If I
culture,
screenshot him, I am now
Let me just be
anti
perfectly
whatever
clear.
it
The
is.
rules are we don't talk about it. That's the rule.
Otherwise, you're anti.
no, why is it gotta be we don't talk about it? That's not fair. That's not right.
Well,
I
that's what's
guarantee
going
you,
on.
if Black people were in charge of the media or in charge of something, they would constantly be hammering on it. Okay, constantly. If there was something that was like led by Latinos, they would constantly be like, oh, you know, all the fucking dirty S words, you know, whatever they call us, spick and span, fucking, like, what the fuck? Like, you know that should tell the
But I
truth.
also
So it's
do
like,
know that the media has been an entertainment source since the early 2000s. The only true media is the social media that we're on right now. So
Period. That's the real
only
media.
truth that needs to be out there is the truth that we say. So if you go out there and you listen to all of that stuff and you fall into it, then you're just letting them do those things. We have our own platform to create our own content, to put out there what we know is what we believe is our truth. And other people out there see it, other people out there know, and they feel it. So we can let them have theirs. We already got ours. We just got to use it.
True. All right. Well, there you have it. So, I mean,
well, there you have it, and there it is. I don't know. I'm still all day Team Kanye. I just want you to get it together, Yeezy. Stop acting crazy. Stop being on TV talking like it's just me and you, because it ain't, my nigga. Like, calm yourself down. Calm yourself down, sir.
Just know who you're dealing with.
Get it together. Stop being a Sagittarius.
Move in silence. That is the ticket and the key to getting
everything
done. Move in silence. Don't say nothing. Don't tell them what you're doing. Can't tell them you're coming.
The revolution
Move in
is
silence.
televised.
I'm gonna say, you can't tell them we're coming. Just move in silence. I move in silence. There's a lot of moves I make. People don't even know. Like, even when I got my car, Carlucci was like, "Got a new car? You got a new car?" Ain't nobody gonna know I got a new car, because I don't announce the shit. Don't tell nobody nothing.
Meanwhile, everybody knows I got a new car.
I keep
Russia knows I got a new car.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
They can't even watch TV. They know I got a new car.
Future reference moving forward. 2023, move in silence. That's the key. Boom.
Move in silence. Don't choose violence.
All right. Well, we love you.
That's our new tagline.
Yeah, we love you. We thank you for checking out another episode of Dirty Talk Vegas with us. And Carlucci, we appreciate you coming live all the way from Hawaii and Truth. Thank you guys so much.
All right, my queens, be good. Thank you.
Yes, you all made it happen. Appreciate it. All right, boo. Till next time.
Well, you know what that means. We're at the end of another show. Safe sex and paycheck.
Out this biatch.
Mwah. Love you, Hawaii. Love you, everybody.